Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel, and shout out to all 4,300 of you that have subscribed to my channel. Road to 5k. I don't know if you know this, maybe if you're an old subscriber, if you're a new subscriber. When I got to 1,000 subscribers, I actually spent 1,000 rand and I bought 3 people teaching certificates, and that was really such a great experience. Personally, like, I love helping you guys. So road to 5k, like the 5k giveaway is going to be huge. I am going to spend 5,000 rand, so make sure you subscribe and tell your friends and your family members to subscribe too, so we can quickly get there. I'm really excited about this giveaway. Anyways, in this video I'm finally doing the required documents video. A lot of you have requested. I think you know and you can read obviously what type of documents people EPIK wants, but I think what's confusing you is seeing the actual example and document. And yeah, this process was draining, but as soon as I finish this video, I don't think you'll have much of a problem. So let's get into it. The first and most important document is obviously your application. You need to fill in your application form. If you don't know how that is done, or if you're not sure or confident enough, I have a video showing you how I filled in my application form and how I got the job with the exact lesson plans and essays that I wrote. If you haven't checked out that video, then make sure you check it out right now. I'll link it up somewhere here, and if you have, then shout out to you. Thank you so much for watching that video. I said somewhere that you have to show them your tattoos, so I'll show you now. These are the pictures that I submitted. The first picture is obviously showing them my whole tattoo, and then the second picture is showing how my tattoo can be covered. So these were one of the documents or requirements that they wanted me to submit. So initially, to even get an interview, you need to complete, number one, like I mentioned, your application form, and then you also need 2 reference letters. So now even these 2 reference letters have rules, and this process is insane. But anyways, the person that is supposed to write your reference letter has to be a supervisor, a professor, a teacher, a co-teacher, anybody that is not related to you and is not your friend. Your letters of recommendations have to be from different institutions. So you can't have 2 teachers from like a high school write for you, or maybe 2 lecturers from a university. It has to be one from this place, one from another place. So they do reject 2 letters from the same institution. So make sure that you have 2 separate reference letters. The reference letters must include the letterhead either from the school or company. Like, that is important. And obviously the letterhead will include the phone numbers, the logo, the email, and maybe the address. And then at the bottom of the letter, once it's done, the person that's writing the letter needs to leave their email address as well as their phone number, so that EPIK is able to contact them. The letter needs to be in English or in Korean. The letter needs to be inked signed by the person that typed it, and the letter needs to have the date at the top and stated as to whom it may concern, and it has to be not older than 2 years. So I'm going to show you my examples of my reference letters. So this is the one from my university lecture. Here's the date. It says to whom it may concern. Reference, my student number and my name.
Hey guys, sorry to jump into this video. As I was editing it, I realized that it was too long if I had to read all my reference letters. So please pause the video, read this, and then you can continue watching the video. Thanks, bye.
Basically, the letter needs to speak about you and why the person thinks you'll be a good teacher in Korea, and even if it's not related to your field, they can just mention like characteristics, like you're a hardworking person. So like, for instance, I studied I was in the IT industry, so I was not even close to teaching, but my lecturer was still able to write a recommendation letter for me. My second one was from my high school teacher. So it's on the school letterhead, date, to whom it may concern.
Hey guys, it's me again. Just wanted to remind you that please pause the video and continue watching after you're done reading.
English proof letters. So you need to prove that all your subjects were taught in English, in primary, in high school, and in university, but mostly primary and high school. So this is how it looks like. This is my primary school. There's the school letterhead, the phone number, and all of that, the stamp, and all it says is the date and to whom it may concern. Make sure that's what it says. Don't write dear EPIK or to EPIK. It says this is confirmation that my name and ID attended name of the school from 2002 to 2008. She did grade 1 to 7 and was taught in the English medium. Then the principal signed. So I went to the school, and I know it's crazy. Some people have struggled to get these letters, but they are important because at the end of the day, Korea needs to know that you were taught in English throughout your schooling years. So what I did, I just went to school with my old report cards. People can even take a picture of you in in the school uniform, so that you can prove that you did go to that school. Because honestly, like, we went to the school like 2002, that's a long time, or even before that, and the school might not remember you. At my school, they told me that they actually throw away everyone's records after 5 years. So you need to prove that you went to that school, and maybe you can name some. I know a friend of mine was asked to name like all her teachers, and then they could check, or like 5 teachers, and then they checked on the record if those teachers were actually there. So yeah, that's very important, and I know it's raining. The second one is my other high school, the one I went to for 1 year for my grade 10. Same thing, the school stamp, the principal ink signed, and it said to whom it may concern, same day. This serves to testify that my name and date of birth attended the above mentioned school during 2011. She did grade 10 and was taught in the English medium. And then my last one was my high school, same process, school letterhead, stamps, and the principal or the deputy principal, the executive principal signed. With the dates to whom it may concern, we hereby confirm that my name and ID was a scholar at school name from January 2009 to December 2010. Balisa left the school December 2010, but re-registered again in January 2012 and finished her schooling career at the school end of 2013. They mentioned my student number, and they also mentioned that the school is an English medium school and instructions are all in English. All the learners at the school are doing English as a first language. If you need any further information, please don't hesitate to contact the school on the above mentioned telephone number. So that's what they want in terms of schooling. You literally have to go to all the schools you've been to, even if it's in Cape Town, even if it's like so important. They can't email it to you. I guess they can mail it to you, because the school needs to just type that, and then they have to ink sign. That is important. They want an ink signature. They don't want anything that's scanned. Then maybe they can post it to you. But I guess it's a mission, because you have to explain why do you want this. Like, it's a weird thing to ask for, so it's better if you go in person. But I understand if you like maybe you went to school in Cape Town and now you're in Johannesburg, that is another way you could do it. Just ask them to post you the letter. Once you have your interview, they will tell you either to change certain things, like maybe your lesson plan, so you don't really fail just off the bat if your lesson plan is horrible. I don't know what they check. Sometimes they'll tell you to redo the whole thing. I guess they just want to check your accent, and if you really want to teach, I don't know. EPIK is really helpful. They don't really they're not mean or they throw people just like that. It's almost like they will help you out, like if they want you, or if they see that you can improve your application, even maybe for next year. If they reject you this time around, they will tell you what you should work on. So maybe your lesson plan, they'll tell you fix your lesson plan here and here. Some people had to redo their whole lesson plan. Some people needed to redo their reference letters. Like for me personally, my lesson plan was perfect. It didn't make me change anything. But for my letters of recommendation, they did take the university one, but the high school one, they felt like it's, you know, I've worked, so maybe I should get a work reference. So since I was teaching online, I did submit all three of them. So I submitted the one from high school, I submitted the one from university, and I submitted another one for when I was teaching online, and I cannot find that. I'm sorry, I tried looking for it. So anyways, once they help you and they tell you to change this and this and this and this, and then EPIK accepts you into the program, you have to change those things that they told you to change. This comes to the next thing that is required. Remember in the application video I showed you where you type your name as a signature? Well, after they tell you what to change in your interview, or if it's perfect, then you have 2 ink signs. So you have to print out 2 copies of your application form and then ink sign. And then the next thing, you need to make a copy of your passport. Guys, make sure you apply for your passports as soon as you think you want to do this process. Luckily, passports last for 10 years, so there's no expiration dates that you should worry about. Your passport needs to have at least 17 months before it expires. Otherwise, you just have to redo it because you're gonna be in Korea at least for a year. So make sure that you check that out. It could be in color, could be in black and white, it doesn't matter as long as your information is visible. Next thing you need is 4 passport photos. You need these even when you're doing your medical, when you come in Korea, they will ask you for passport photos. You need these for your ARC, you need these for what else? For your visa. Actually, you need it for your visa. So yeah, just go to any photo, I think there's a lot of places in South Africa, any photo Kodak shop, tell them you want 4 ID photos. You can make it 6, and yeah, make sure your background is clear, like in my application form, dress formal, I guess. And yeah, the next thing you need is your criminal record check. So it needs to be apostilled, and it's a long process. This takes a while, I don't know why, but do this. The criminal record actually expires, so because you can commit a crime 2 months before coming here, so it has to be within 6 months of your starting date. What you do, you go to any police station, I think the one closest to your house, you apply, you tell them you want to do a criminal record, they'll check your fingerprints, and then they'll send them out. I think it was 140, 150, not more than 200, I don't remember the actual price. After they'll give it to you, you will have to take it along with your degree to Pretoria to go get apostilled. And this is what it should look like. It'll have the South African emblem there. They'll give you this paper, depends who did it. If you do this yourself, then it's actually free, but if you want to speed up the process, or you live far, like from Pretoria, then you have to use an agency. And I've done a video with Lou. She also has a YouTube channel, and she actually has a company doing this. I'll link that video somewhere up here. Yeah, so this is how it will look like. It will have the number, and it will say this is to certify that no convictions have been recorded of any crime in the Republic of South Africa against my details and my date of birth and the stem. And then another document that you need to take there is your degree, a copy of your degree. So you make a copy of your degree, but you also need to bring your original so they can see that there's an original of the copy. It also needs to be notarized. This is all free, but if it's too complicated, like I live in Johannesburg, so Pretoria wasn't that far, and I have a car, so I could drive there, and I wasn't working. I quit my job like just before I could come here, just so I could figure this out. So I had the time, but I understand some people are busy. You could use an agency to do all of this for you. So this, what it does, they're just checking that your degree is valid and you did it with an institution that is recognized by South Africa. So it will also look similar. So this is what it will look like. Same emblem. Then it will have this part, this paper nyana saying that the school is legit, and then it will have your degree and they'll stamp it as well. Yeah. Another thing that you need to have after that is your transcript. You need 3 sealed transcripts from university. So all you do, like what I did, I just printed or made copies of my actual transcript that I got on my graduation day. I made 3 copies. I bought 3 envelopes. I sealed the transcripts. That's what I did for free. But some people go to universities, and I know you can request it for like 400 Rand per transcript. So if you have the money, then by all means you could do that. This is to check that your average that you said is your average on your application form matches what you said. So don't lie, guys. These don't need to be notarized. As long as they're sealed and you do not open them, like you can see that the envelope was not open, then we good. And then you need your copy of your TESOL certificate. Like I said, just print the PDF that they sent you in color if you did it online, and if you did it in class, then great. You just need to make a copy of that and send it. If you have any other qualifications, like if you're a qualified teacher and you have a teaching certificate or a teaching license, you need to go and apostle those things to make sure that they are legit. If you have your master's degree, they don't say anything about honors actually, but if you have your master's and any other qualifications, you need to go through the same process as verifying your diploma, your degree. This is by notarizing and apostling all your other qualifications to prove that they are legit. Then you also need to go to SARS and apply for a RCO1 form. This will prove or help you that when you come to South Korea, you're not taxed for 2 years. So that's a great deal. Make sure you go to SARS. Another document that you might need if you want, depending on if you want to drive or not want to drive, you can apply for a temporary license so that you can drive in Korea. I have that. It's very cheap, around 260 something Rand. If you don't know how to do that and you want to do that, I have a video. Check it up somewhere here. I'll link it up. And then you gather all those documents and you send them to South Korea, either directly to EPIK if you're applying directly to EPIK, or if you're using an agency, you send them to the agency, and then you buy your flight ticket. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope I answered all your questions. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Peace.